My dad would pull over. He'd be like, "You drive now." My mom would be like, "No, no, Mac, no, please." The days. But so now you got to leave 4 hours early if you got to go across the bridge to Leland. So it's a different time and a different place. And it sort of leads me to thinking, how can I say something to you that would help you on this day, that maybe in the same way I say when I'm talking to my little children, students at Dreams. And and I would say one of the best things you can keep your mind on is we're kind of simple beings, right? We were meant to get up, eat some food, do some work, eat some more food. I don't know what the weird sounds. And then go to bed. Then radios came, TVs came, cars came, a million other things came. Now you talk about something and it's there for you when you get home in the evening. But the thing to remember is, y'all, we were never meant to take on the tragedies and the happenings of 1,000 other societies at the same time in our head.
Amen.
So it might just get a little bit crowded up in there occasionally. And they want you to flip around and get antsy, because when you're all tore up, you spend your money. You buy a lot of things when you're not pretty enough, not good enough, not happy enough, not something enough. And I feel truly in my heart that every single one of us that's paying attention has ADD now. And it started a long time ago. I'll try to sing as it's not a long time ago. When you would see an old movie in the 70s, and maybe the intro to the movie would be a van coming down a hill in Fresno or something. And you would see the van, and the little credits would be at the bottom. The van would come slowly all the way down that hill until everything was over, all the credits had rolled, and then the van would slowly pull up, bam, the action would start. Well, suddenly guys figured out they could make it seem like there's a whole lot more action in their film if they flipped the scene back and forth a lot. So you see that same movie now, it'd be like the van, a guy's foot, the van, a sign, the van, a pretty woman putting a cigarette out, the van, da-da-da-da-da-da. And they did this in so many films and commercials forever and ever. Instead of letting the art play out or letting the scene play out, it's hurry to make you think some action is going. And it made us all like little birds. And if you don't believe it, I'm sorry. But sure as these are not natural clouds above us today, you need to take your calm in your own hands and get your mind together and just know that the beauty in your own mind is way better than everything that is trying to get you to do something, the distraction of the outer. Remember your mind. That's what you started out with. That was the cool thing, right? That's what you looked at your first box of crayons with. That's what you petted your first dog with. You saw your first fish, all these kind of things within a whole bunch of crap moved in it, mostly about spending your money. And not every country in the world is like us. We were on train. Now we dumbed all down and nowhere to go but up. So happy days, people. What song would be perfect for this? We're all recovering from several things at the same time. Remember that, and we're all good to go. Just trust your own head and your own instincts. Look around. What did you have to do to the skies before you look up from your little device?
Amen.
Well, here they come, slashing and burning, doing anything to keep from loving and learning, fearing everything and body different, settling for whatever is less than magnificent. When no two are alike, there's always plenty of scary, shooting down every godmother fairy, breaking up in big words, not doing the what's that you're slurring as you lumber up the path? Whoever dies with the biggest truck wins. 7 deadly shins. capital vices, cardinal sins, they say. Mortal sins destroy the grace of life within. But who wrote this line first, the chicken or the egg? Oh, another rooster scratching on my leg. Well, Father, that's like saying guns kill people. Eat not a peep from the red steeple. Down in the valley, the masses stumble. Knee-jerk reactors rant and rumble. But unlike the bees, we cause our own crops. Complaining the most, we're doing the least of every job. Bullying the meek and freaking, creaking, trolling like a so, passion just another frat boy cornhole toss. Breaking up them big words, not doing the math. What's that they're slurring as they lumber up the path? Whoever dies with the biggest church wins. Shoving, shoving, deadly shins. Instead of Congress hiding drunk behind the press, I see a lot of Stetsons full of helmets and a maybe affairs. We ain't got the time, the world's call is on a dime. Hey there, tears for fears, put down the scotch and beers. So you may thirst for somewhere worse, but lead all I can hear. It might as well be Halloween every day. Your tones and facial expressions, they fit anyway. Scaring girls and boys and all your candy is poison. Shoving deadly shins, your pointy finger is your lens. High and mighty, thinking they're alrighty. Boat is listing starboard as it sails into the night. What's that they're humming as they sink around the bend? Shoving, shoving, shoving deadly shins. Don't break our shoving. Here they come, slashing and burning. That's right, people. It is what it is. Woo! I do work at Dreams of Wilmington. We are an after-school arts education place, and we have a super high rate of sending kids on to Joyful Lives and better stuff. I'm the guitar and hip-hop and Photoshop teacher. So if you have any old broke guitars in the attic or any old pieces of kit you might think some kid would just light up if they saw, please hit me up or find me at Dreams. And I try to give every kid in the class that doesn't have something to practice on a guitar by the end of class. And I gave out 112 guitars last year. Woo! Woo! Now my friends have no guitars left, so I'm going to have to ask the public to help out. I'm giving away all of mine that I can. But it is a beautiful thing. You can come see some of their work December 15th at Grace on 4th. I think we're doing classes there now. We owe them a great debt for having us in there. So if you support any church, I know they're doing a lot for a lot of different people right now. There's a ton of stuff going on at that church. Shout out to Kelly Finch Ehlers, who was right on it. I know she served more barbecue than anybody I know during the hurricane. You know, I was in there doing what I could, but she topped me by 10 times, I'm sure. Woo! I'll do a happy little tune. A little song that we all have in common from the first week of our birth. We knew that every single one of us, we knew this song very early together. Mary had a little lamb. His fleece was white as snow, yeah. And everywhere the child went, the lamb was sure to go, yeah. He followed her to school, yeah, against the teacher's rule. Oh, what a time they had that day at school. A tisket, multitask, a green and yellow basket. Sent a letter to my baby. On my way I passed it. The strap is vexing me. Are y'all seeing the guitar go? Get up, come on. I can stand it. I'm just gonna soldier through it. Speaking of soldier through it, Veterans Day, people. Shout out to you. Thank you for your service. Almost everyone in my family either went into